buzzer again. Woo! Tech difficulties be damned. Tech difficulties be damned. Get down with the Josh Rosen preview show. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. How we doing today? Are we beautiful? Are we ready for the arrival of the franchise in HD? Live and in your face? I couldn't even get my phone in here. You look great. You look good? Well, look good, feel good. I know I feel good. No place I'd rather be next 2 hours. I would like to be here a little earlier, right? Yikes. Snap, snap. What's going on, guys? It's the Checkdown Thursday Night Preview, the Josh Rosen preview special. It's Rick Rosen hanging out with you till 8 o'clock. We got a big show because we wanted something on Tuesday. We got it on Thursday. We're going to rank all quarterbacks by speed. I got the need for speed. Only quarterback speed. And also I gotta shut this door. Yikes. Big yikes on the start of today. Could we get a slower start? Just like tonight's game. Over under 41. Lowest total of the week. Type stuff. I want to show you something. You don't think this is calculated by the NFL? We talked about this a little bit earlier in the week. The NFL knows exactly what they're doing. So tonight we have a possible Boston Red Sox advancing to the World Series game, possible champagne shower, and we have the first game of LeBron James's career as a Los Angeles Laker. It's a really good night for sports. I read somewhere, but I didn't fact check it, so I haven't been touting it as much, that this is a sports equinox. This hasn't happened with competitive football, pro baseball, professional hockey, and professional basketball. Hasn't happened on the same day. It's only happened 18 other times, which feels like not a lot of times considering sports, but we only get this narrow window to get the baseball in, right? Because that's what's going to end the soonest. Is the baseball is the outlier. So that's problematic. But we get this equinox today, this very special day. But listen, this is not a great matchup tonight, right? So let's just look at the schedule because it comes down to the NFL selling the prime package, but also being realistic. Like, hey, this Thursday night, John, this is going to lose some nights. Because every team has to play one primetime game, too. That's important. Every team plays one game in primetime. We are getting the Cardinals out of the way tonight. Not that I don't love my baby boy, Josh Rosen, but, you know, they're the Cardinals. They're the worst offense in football, I think, besides my Giants. My two babies are bad at offense. But here we go. So, ALCS, LeBron debut, first TNT Thursday Night Basketball of the season. The NFL is taking a play from both of these coaches' playbooks and punting. Week 8, same shit. Family show, right off the bat. We're going to get a Brock Osweiler revenge narrative at the very least. We get that. The Brock Osweiler revenge narrative. Dolphins-Texans. But nobody is excited about this game. Nobody's overwhelming about this game. Texans really won 3 straight, even it up. I remember they were 0-3, right? They were 0 for heading into the Giants game. Provocative. And then week 9. That's a punt too. Derek Carr and the checkdown gang. Although I could see how going into the season, ESPN or the NFL thought they were hitting the right notes on this one because you get John Gruden and Jimmy G. There's lots of appeal. It's a local rivalry. So it's very intense. If the Warriors are on, this game would lose a lot, right? But there will be Raiders, Niners. Don't even think about wagering if there's going to be a fight in the crowd because it's already happened, right? Raiders, Niners will exist so people can duke it the bleep out in front of their kids. Like, we're going to be watching videos on Sunday of a Raiders 49ers fight. Like, I'm very here for it, but you can't tell me that there won't be a scrap in those stands. I miss Jimmy G. I honestly miss him. So that's 3 weeks of dog shit games, Family Show, if you're keeping track. Then the NFL says, okay, we gave you a breather, right? Now you got to put the Heat or the Grizzlies out on a Thursday, and we're going to get ready for the playoffs. So here comes the NFL, Week 10. Panthers, Steelers. I got one of the biggest faces of the league versus one of the biggest brands in the league in Pittsburgh. Bangers with playoff potential. Those teams are both 3-2. Steelers are 3-2-1, actually. But that game will have playoff potential. And it'll be interesting because as I grow older, I do believe that teams don't necessarily regard these out-of-conference games as highly as gamblers and fantasy owners treat it like a game. You got to win all your games in the NFL. I am leaning towards the stance that NFL coaches don't particularly care about out-of-conference games. I feel like they know that the conference teams are the teams that they have to beat in the playoffs, and the divisional games ultimately determine their success. Because if you sweep your division, you have done everything you could possibly do as a coach. Like, chips fall where they may. You win your whole division. Like, that's what you're going for. You win your division, you get a home playoff game, regardless of what happens in the other conference. So, off on a tangent, but Panthers-Steelers is the return of, oh, what's up? Oh, I cannot go to the museum event tonight. I want to watch Thursday Night Football, which did happen to me last year. I think it was Panthers-Falcons. Week 11 is another banger. Packers, Seahawks, the Brian Bostic game, the Fail Mary game, Aaron Rodgers, Russell Wilson. This is going to be on Fox, regular Fox. Again, the World Series has ended, right? You got your couple windows, Rob Manfred. You got your shadow deal, Adam Sterling. Do you think Roger Goodell boasts that he's the commissioner with the most hair? Do you think he flexes on that? Now that I think about it. It is a weird flex, but it's a good one. Something about Adam Silver seems like it's intentional. Rob Manfred, you know he would want it if he had it. And 30 years ago, Rob Manfred looks like a toupee guy. A guy that would toupee it. I know I just defined toupee guy, but I really want to accentuate it because I like it. If you think of another guy who's a toupee guy, let me know in the chat because I feel like there's a couple in mind I'm leaning towards, but I'd have to really dig in. Packers Seahawks is an absolute banger, regardless of if these teams are in playoff contention. I legitimately think the Seahawks could be out of it by week 11, probably fighting for wild card just because Russell Wilson. I mean, they got a massive win in London and they get time to get healthy, but they have flaws and their biggest gaps are in the players that they lost and can't replace. You know, it's not injuries as much as it is Earl Thomas isn't coming back this year, you know? So, banger, and then look where we are, week 12. What do you know? Thanksgiving. And then the NFL runs your day. So it's like the NFL is giving baseball, it's giving basketball a little time to get settled. Welcome back to being in the news. Yeah, we've been hogging the media narrative for 2 months straight. Like, we get it. But now, when November rolls around, it's gonna be football time. That's a fact. And that's a good way to start the show. Check it, y'all. It's the Josh Rosen Experience. It's your boy, Rick Rosen, hanging out with you until 8 p.m. And then we'll get you right up until kickoff. I might go 8:15 because I was 15 minutes technical difficulties behind. And, you know, I'm hanging. Oh, yeah, it feels good. So on Tuesday, we talked about the fastest quarterback. Let's just do a little tease. I have them all like in a word cloud. Look at this. Can you handle this? Can you handle this message? Can you handle this mess? My face is covering Mayfield, Beathard, Winston, Mariota, Osweiler, Rodgers, and Manning. Probably maybe Goff too. But that's every starter in the league, baby. And we're going to sort them out. We're going to drag and drop. Y'all better be ready for it. I don't know. The most interesting part of this is not the top or the bottom. It's 19, right? Is Joe Flacco faster than Tom Brady? I think in short yardage, I want Brady. Even though Flacco has really good sneak stats, in short yardage, I want Brady. And in a longer situation, I want Flacco. But the situation is this. He's third down, and you're facing an outside rush. The pocket expands, and you step up. Everyone is covered. It is man coverage with 2 deep zone safeties. You got to go and get this 6 yards, boy. Who do you trust on this list to get 6 yards? And where do you rank them on the 6-yard rankings? Maybe we'll call it 6-yard rankings. That's really good. Yeah, obviously, I know who I'm going to put in the top 5, even though my absolute fastest, I'm not really sure. Max acceleration's a funny thing. Game speed, you know? There was a time when Rodgers was insanely fast. Now I don't know where he fits in. It's game speed. It's wackadoo. So that's coming up. QB speed ranks. It's already 6:30 with that in 15 minutes, baby. This game has the lowest total of every game in week 7. That's cool. It's only the first game and the only one we can watch tonight. But I do believe there is intrigue on both sides. The biggest being both of these coaches are under a ton of pressure. Mike McCoy in Arizona is running that offense. I believe Steve Wilkes is the head coach, right? I always get his name wrong. Yeah, Steve Wilkes is the head coach. But Steve Wilkes has done a good job with the defense. I think more the offense is in jeopardy. I don't see Steve Wilkes as an offensive mastermind. He was a defensive backs coach with the Panthers and or for the Bears and Chargers. He was a defensive coordinator for the Cardinals. I don't remember his history. I'm looking it up right now. Yeah, Wilkins was assistant head coach in 2015, and they reached the Super Bowl. McDermott left to become the Bills head coach, and Wilkes was promoted defensive coordinator. I knew that. Why did I botch that so badly? He's a defensive coach. He's been a defensive backs coach. He's been a defensive coordinator. Their offense has been terrible, but their defense has been below average. The only thing they're doing well is rushing the passer. They're top 10 in sacks, top 10 in hits. And that's interesting because you think if they were losing games, they wouldn't be giving that first the pass, especially when you have Patrick Peterson out there making plays. But that's how they've been staying competitive, is quarterback pressure. And I think that that's worth monitoring how successful they've been, especially because Denver's line isn't good. And that's a matchup problem going into today. Is this stream not working? There, it's fine. Oh, what's going on, Shawnee Mac? I got my stuff trying to refresh. Shawnee Mac in the banger. Shawnee Mac, you see this swag? Shawnee Mac has to get a custom jersey. I just got to wait for my name to get drafted by Mr. Goodell, dog. But yeah, that's the Cardinals' biggest flaw has actually been defending the run, in addition to moving the ball. So if you can't move the ball and then you're getting gashed on the ground, you're going to be awful in the fourth quarter. Fresh as shit. Yeah, dude, you can't even get like me, man. You got to customize. You got to pay extra $30 for this, John. This kid, listen, I watched Cardinals Vikings before the show, and Josh Rosen isn't perfect. But when you get beyond 10 yards, I'm talking deep intermediate to deep throws, he really might be the best one of the bunch. And it's not a laser. It is there. It is just there. Shawnee Mack, no, you got to get that customized. That's what I'm saying. You got to get, they charge you for the letter, Shawnee Mack. They might even make you put an underscore in between. Shawnee Mack's one of those phrases that is banned on jerseys. Like, you know, there's a list. Can we find that list and scroll through it? Nobody's going to want to see that. Words you can't put on a jersey. The 30 best in customized jersey. How many words can you make out of jersey? Words you can't put on a custom NFL jersey. I'm trying to see banned words. The list of 1,121 banned words on NFL jerseys. That's 2005. Hold on. Oh, this is an Out Sports article. I miss Out Sports. Oh my God, this is... There are some bad words here. Okay, I will give you... All right, bring it in. Listen. I will give you one word from each letter of the alphabet, okay? But you are not to say them in church. And you are not to make requests, Shawnee Mack. If that's a request, I am not the profanity DJ. That is not how this works. But here we go. Oh, the Bring It In looks better than I thought. Okay. Shawnee Mack, you will get one. All right. As far as numbers, you cannot get... Well, this is easy. You can't get four... Okay. Let's record this. Let's make a segment out of this. We're recording. What's going on, y'all? It's Rick Rosen in the middle of a Boom Fantasy live stream, and we just stumbled upon a very nice gem. We have over 1,000 words that you can't put on an NFL jersey. Now, I don't want to say all of them. I do want to say all of them, but it's a family show. Everybody knows that. So I'm going to take one from each letter of the alphabet. I guess we'll do it in sections. No requests, all right? I'm not a profanity DJ, but I'm going to scroll through this and we'll find some things, because the NFL's no fun league, so of course there's a lot of weird things you can't put on a jersey. I love that you can't put, right off the bat, 420 can't be on a jersey. That's not fair. Third eye, third leg can't be on a jersey. Threesome can't be on a jersey. You can't put 420 in numbers or the number 4 and the word 20. That's probably why this list is so long, because of all the curveballs, all of the loopholes that have been closed by the NFL. I love this. Like there's a certain number that people think is nice. You can't put that number up, nor can you put up the number 60 and then the word 9. You can't do that. All right, so there's a lot of ass stuff. I'll say it one time, but it's a whole section. So now I'm going to read some of the suffixes. You can't put these things after the A word on an NFL jersey. Bagger. Jockey. Munch or muncher. Cowboy, which I think is so funny. You can't put athlete's foot on the back of a jersey. You can't put axing the weasel on the back of a jersey. Now I have to look that up. Thank you. Urban Dictionary, axing the weasel. Oh, well, I mean, Considering all the stuff that Weasel is. Oh, this is a Pauly Shore reference? Man, oh, it's Encino Man? Am I going to get in... I'm going to get in trouble for not knowing Encino Man? Yikes. That's actually a bad look. Cool, cool, cool. Cool, cool. Barf face will not be allowed in a jersey. You are not allowed to put big bastard on the back of a jersey. You can't put bazooms on the back of a jersey. I know I went backwards, but that's really funny. Let me know if you're enjoying this as much as I am. You can't put blackout on the back of the jersey. Sorry if you enjoyed the new Call of Duty. No for you. I'm sure there's been somebody with the last name Breastman, like Breastman, that hasn't been able to get a jersey. Bazooms, yeah, boy, I know you love this. There's a lot of bull. There's a lot of butt. Obviously, there's a lot of butt stuff. Let's find some good ones. I mean, these are all pretty obvious. Buttman. Again, Buttman, I feel like Buttman is a name that eventually is going to have to get put on a jersey. And then you just got to hope he gets traded to your squad. You can't put Caruth on the back of a jersey anymore. Oh my god. This is so good. Oh my goodness. Shook. You can't put cornhole. So if you have a favorite lawn game, you must come up with a new name for the back of a jersey. You can't put crotch monkey on the back of a jersey. There's a lot of cyber. Remember cyber sex? That's so weird. That's such a weird phrase from the 90s. That's old internet, baby. Make the old modem noise in the chat. You can't put deposit on the back of a jersey. People are awful. You can't put dope. I don't like that. You should be able to put dope or dome. You can't put dome on the back of your jersey. I feel like that's another one that's going to be a name. We got a lot of Dre. You can't put DRE on the back of a jersey. That's not that cool. F Toyota. You can't put on the back of the jersey. I thought that was interesting. F Toyota. Fatso. You can't put Fatso on the back of a jersey. You know there's a bunch of dudes that have tried to do that. I think that that's one that is a little wholesome now in this, embrace it, live your worth era. It's 2018. Let them say Fatso if they want to identify as such. I mean, we get it. You're buying a triple XL. Like, you don't have to put it on the back. Foot star. You need to test order at least one of these and see if this is all true. They don't let you type it in. No, they don't let you. You go to the custom jersey page and they don't let you type it in. You never tried to do this? Shawnee Mac, you've definitely tried to do this. We're at FU. So there's like 9 of them. Basically anything you could think of at the end, you can't. You can't put gay pride on the back of a jersey. That has to have been changed. This list is from 2005. I really hope that changed. But get it on should be on the back of a jersey. What if you were, was that Mills Lane? Is that referee? Let's get it on. That's the boxing ref. What if he wanted to put his signature phrase on the back of a Jets jersey? I just assume he's a Jets fan. You can't put G-Unit on the back of a jersey. Man, that would have sold so many. That's ridiculous. You can't put G-Unit. You can't put God on the back of a jersey. Do you think a lot of people would be getting like Patriots number 12 God? That would be hilarious. You can't put Got Jesus either. G is a weird little place here. Not a lot, no real G curses, but there is God and there is a lot of there's a lot of stuff here. You can't put glazed donut, which is funny and gross at the same time, because that's what people are, I don't know. I just assume it's something gross at this point. Let me know if you need me to stop. We are only at H, and I've been had time. Like I said, we got two bad run defenses tonight and two shaky quarterbacks. So it's a very sketchy situation for both teams. It's going to come down to which quarterback can avoid making the big mistake. Josh Rosen's been pretty good at that, but he's also had some trouble like with short passes. So I'm nervous about him trying to force the ball deep and him getting strip sacked by Von Miller. But you can't put hobo on the back of a jersey. You can't put hostage, which is hilarious. Hostage. Idiot. You can't put idiot with ones and zeros. Why would you want to put incest on the back of your football jersey? Some of these are like, yo, why would you put this on the back of your jersey? As we get to J, I, and K, capital K's. Like, why would you put any of this on the back of a jersey? Loaded gun is not allowed on the back of a jersey. Now I'm feeling kind of dirty doing this. I'm halfway through the alphabet, and I feel like I'm going to need a shower around QRS. Mams. Can't put mams on the back of your jersey. Or magic wand. Also very good. They were just like, all right, no saying dick on the back of your jersey. And someone was like, Shawnee Mac, come on, man. And someone was like, but there's a lot of other words to describe dick. Like, ban them all. Blanket bans for any penis references. And now here we are, where you can't put magic wand or master blaster on the back of your jersey. Both of those could be really good quarterback nicknames. I'm just saying. If we weren't so uptight. Yeah, money shot probably not allowed on the back, though. If this is the least family show thing we've ever done. I'm just trying to find ones that I can say. You can't put Neon Dion on the back of a jersey. That's Deion Sanders. Like, you should be able to put Neon Dion on the back of a jersey. That's messed up. N is predictably bad. O, you can't put orgy on the back of a jersey. You can't put we, O-U-I. Please tell me that's something dirtier. Sorry. I don't know what I'm doing here. You can't put playboy or playgirl on the back of your jersey, so at least we're fair here. It's 2018. This list is from 15 years ago. Imagine being like, yeah, I just want a Buccaneers jersey, but I don't like any of the players, so I just want to get pubic lice on the back of my jersey. Yep. Lot of stuff down here. Lot of stuff I can't say down here. We're at rear. You can't put red light. You can't put reefer. The NFL's really going to back down its stance against weed, but they don't want their fans to smoke weed. That's like a big thing. Our fans don't smoke weed. Schlong. Can't put it on the back. S&M with the ampersand or the and written out. Can't say either of them. We are learning today. Yeah, obviously a lot of sex stuff, a lot of shit stuff, family show. We're getting there. Sleaze bag? Sleeve? Oh, that wasn't... Sorry. Oh. I don't want to say some of these things. I'm getting super uncomfortable looking at all these dirty words. I like to curse, but not some of these things. Some of these things I won't say. Bazoom schlong, probably not going to be allowed. Son of a bitch, spaced out and all together, not allowed. Yeah, I want a Jaguars jersey, but I don't think Bortles is any good. So I want to get a 5 black Jaguars jersey with sperm bag on the back. It's a family show. Oh, man. Yeah, these are some really racist. Strip club. What if you opened a strip club sports bar and you wanted a custom jersey that said strip club in every... I mean, realistically, you could probably go to China for all these, right? You go to the custom back alley shop and they'll put whatever you want. A lot of suck. You can't put suck on the back of your jersey. You can't put third leg on the back of your jersey. They're like, listen, racist and dicks. That's what we're trying to keep out. Sperm bank. What do you think? You think sperm bank is allowed after all this stuff? For my wife. I hate you, man. Yes, but it's not allowed. It's not allowed. Neither is stag. Is that a... whatever. This is funny. You can't get tit-bit nipply on the back of a jersey. Fucking crying. Toilet bowl. Not allowed. You thought you could outsmart the show. You learned something new. Trailer trash. You can't put on the back of a jersey. Tramp. Trojan? Matt Leinart. Come on. Get a Juju jersey with Trojan on the back. He was a Trojan. Up the. Nothing with V, W, X, Y, and Z. Just not dirty enough. That's funny because I can think of a few things that start with V. There's got to be more, right? I can think of one thing that starts with V that would probably not be allowed in the back of a jersey. Vaccines are fake. That's not the one I was thinking of, but it's hilarious. Just an Vaccinate your fucking kids. I'm Rick Rosen. I will see you Sunday 10 to 1. This is our live show. Boom Fantasy. Download the app and hang with me. Bye. We just recorded a segment, I think. Vax are fake. Vaccines are fake with the letter R. That's got to be on an updated list. So V, let's think of one for W. I mean, W, you can just call wank. Like, why isn't wank on this list? This is garbage. X? I mean, XXX? Is Vin Diesel really buying that many jerseys? I feel like I just didn't get all of this list. Story copy and pasted from the Outsports post. And that's why. The Outsports is down, and that is a forum. And that is why we had it. And I don't know what it is for Z. Maybe zooted? If you can't put... Can you put stoned? Huh. You can do stoned. Maybe blazed? Can you do blazed? I wasn't super looking for that kind of stuff. You can. Okay, so we found... So getting high... Being high is okay. But bong... I love that. Bong is not allowed. But blaze it is... Can I get one with Pornhub.com/Shawnee? Yo, that is so good. Oh my God, that is, yo, you are on fire today, man. That is hilarious. Oh my God, that is one of the funniest things that anyone has said on the show. Dude, that is so good. Pornhub.com/Shawnee Mac. And I'll have vaccines are fake. We'll do one of those things where we're grabbing each other's back in the sunset, like on girls' Instagrams. It's really good with our jerseys. That is one of the funniest things that you've ever said, man. That is hilarious. So porno is not porn and porno. Those will get picked up instantly. Pimp, Popimp, also not allowed. Pocket pool, not allowed. Yeah, you know, I'm just not a Dak Prescott guy, so I was thinking about ordering a custom Cowboys jersey, but instead of Prescott, I would get Poop Scott. Can't get poop on the back of a jersey. You thought you could cheat the system. You thought wrong. So good. So aggressively good. Let's talk about this. Jonathan Bales has his list of things. I think NFL coaches get wrong with in-game strategy? I thought this was a very interesting Twitter thread, and I want you to think about this through this lens. How many of these things did you do in Madden? Did you think it made sense to do when you were playing Madden? Okay? Because now it's becoming conventional NFL tactics, right? Number 1, kicking an extra point after scoring a touchdown when down 14. So dumb. If you're trailing by 14 points, you always go for 2. Right? Because you need to cut that deficit. And you need to go, it's an avenue, It's an avenue, Ugh, no. What is happening, Dude King? I lost it. This is brutal. Okay. You need to get yourself into a position to flip the game, right? You're down 2 scores, right? If you get that, right? If you get that, you're only down 6. You can now come back with 2 field goals or go ahead with a touchdown. If you don't get that, you're still a full touchdown down. You just need the 2-point conversion now to tie it, right? It doesn't put you an official score behind the ball because you can't score a touchdown without a conversion attempt. You're always going to need that touchdown. It's about, can I get there another way, right? I can get to 6 with 2 field goals, right? I can only get to 8 one way. And then if you get it, you could score another touchdown and get the win, right? I would do this sometimes in Madden when I was being aggressive, but I can understand you do it differently. Next one. Quality offense is kicking extra points in almost every situation. If you have a good offense that's getting 4 yards of play, you're moving the ball regularly, you're getting first downs, you just drove it down a team's throat, go for 2. Go for 2, man. Run the ball. Set the teams up. If you convert over half the rate, you're going to come out ahead. One out of every 2 is 50%. I know it's complicated. Again, it's not too early to go for 2. It's never too early. You don't know how many scores you're going to get. There's no such thing as too early. You don't know how there's no script. Talk about staying on schedule. Game script. Game script gets written as the game progresses. Point maximization. Point maximization is a phrase that is really good. 5. This is a big one. This is the thing I would do in Madden that I got better at in Madden as I went on. Fucking up the end of game strategy. Family show. You have to maximize your possessions, especially in those last minutes of the half and game, when the other team doesn't get a chance to respond. Especially, like the Chiefs were pretty bad at it on Sunday Night Football, but they were aggressive because they knew they were getting the second half kickoff. When you know the other team's not getting the ball and you're going to get the ball again, Bales is right. The value of this is multiple expected points. It's a more valuable possession and has to be treated as such. Offense. That's an example. Poor end of clock management, maybe the biggest leak on the list. Yeah, I agree. And the Niners did this. They gave Rodgers too much time. They missed third down throws. The Rams are good at taking this away. The Rams make you use timeouts, right? The Rams put you into situations where you have to burn time to get your right counter out, your right package is the word I lost on me. A minute versus 20 seconds in the league is so much. Bales is so smart on this. running the ball too much. This is the big one. Right now, teams like the Titans, teams like the Browns, teams like the Giants, teams like the Lions, teams like the Cardinals you'll see tonight, they are running when they should throw. 1st and 10, 2nd and 10. And they are throwing when they should run. 3rd and 4 or less. 4th down. Not great. Short yardage and goal line. Run a sneak, man. When's the last time a quarterback got hurt from a sneak? I don't want to hear it. Punting too much. This is a thing. Teams should be going for it more, especially if you cross the 50-yard line. 100%. Running an optimal offense until in field goal range. Yeah. Teams get into scoring position and then change their offensive identity. Take their points. It's terrible. Right? I think I want to bail on this and go through it more on Sunday. Go through it differently. This is a pretty heavy combo, I think. But there's like mixing up run and pass. It's like teams try to be smart and they end up being dumb as shit. Family show. These guys think, these football guys, they think they know everything, Shawnee Mack. So thirsty. So we're going to rank QBs by speed. LeBron's got his debut tonight against the Blazers. I think he'll lose but have a nice game. The Blazers are a really good team. We talked about the new football stuff. I spelled props wrong. Player proops. Probably not allowed on the back of a jersey. Proops. Thanks for telling me, gang. But there's a few props I like tonight. We'll throw up the sports book and we'll make some picks for tonight. And then we got Boom news, man. We got cool stuff going on at Boom. I want to tell you about it. I want to keep you in the loop. You are watching on the Boom Fantasy app, so you clearly fuck with the Vision Family show. Let's rank these quarterbacks. It's 7 o'clock. Okay. I think this will be good. We're going to work in this window here. This is a little arts and craftsy. On the fly. I'm going to learn Photoshop soon. I really believe that. I'm going to like omelette du fromage it. If you get that reference, holla at me in the chat. Trying to make this smaller. Oh my God. My motor skills while live on the air. Truly remarkable. Just to give us a little more room. What's up, children? Okay, so Brady to Luck is all obscured. So let's get these guys out of here. Let's move them all over here. Okay, all we did was move Kirk. This is fun. This is content, baby. Yeah, that's a mess. I want them put them on the floor like when you take all the magnets off the refrigerator. All right. We got to get the fast guys out here, okay? So let's get Russell Wilson out here. He's buried. This was a poor idea. Russell Wilson. That's who I'm putting up there for now. I'm getting the fast-ish guys up and moving. We got Deshaun Watson here. Watson's pretty speedy. I think Luck's got a little chooch in him. Put Cam up there. Cam's length is outrageous. When he runs like a gazelle. Oh, man. Shawnee Mack, I'm going to order that custom jersey for you. I'm still thinking about that. That shit was hysterical. Bortles has wheels. DL, Bortles fast. But I can't click him. it's not about fastest in the league. It's about ninth fastest in the league. That's where the intrigue. That's the drama. I'm not sure how to where it's going to get tough. But I do think that in a foot race, my number one is Russell Wilson. And then I think I'm doing this right. I also think I don't have a Mahomes one here. I think I might have 31. Let's fix that. Yeah, Mahomes I haven't seen run too much, but he's fluid. He's runs like an athlete. Trubisky is a guy that definitely goes on the list. Where's Trubisky? I see you, baby. I made the screen so tiny and now my moves have to be finite. I'm not crazy about where I'm starting, but I think as I adjust it, it's going to get better. I think Luck's got wheels. Luck, I got Wentz and Prescott I got to put up there. I mean, I got my back end. I got my Eli. I got my Jameis and my Andy Dalton. Andy Dalton's not slow, but like I want to put Alex Smith up here, but I absolutely don't know if he's washed or not. I even like Case Keenum's wheels a little bit. I'll put Rodgers after Dak. I would still rather have Rodgers get me 6 yards than Keenum. That's going to be my metric. 6 yards. I need a 6-yard up the middle scramble. It's not a designed run. The coverage is great. And the pocket has broken down. Going through the middle, who's getting 6 yards? I would rather have Case Keenum than Alex Smith at this point. I think that's good. Kirk Cousins can scoot a little bit, but is he faster than Baker? I want to say Baker's quick. Goff can move too. But Deshaun Watson's like a designed run guy. Give me Deshaun Watson. It's probably disrespectful to put him down here. Let's put him between Keenum and Rodgers. Tedious. Again, help me. Help me build this, baby. Help me get here. This is where it's starting to get tricky already. I like Baker and Cousins here, maybe. Mahomes, maybe. Goff, maybe. I'm going to go Baker. I'm going to go with the youthful exuberance of Baker Mayfield. Baker season. Now, this is difficult, man. Oh my gosh. Huh. You can't click anything without it moving another name. Sorry. Baker Mayfield, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. That's your top 12. We're a third of the way there, baby. We're cruising. Flacco, Brady, Rivers, Cousins. So that's our top 12. Let's get away from this. Let's come back to this. I hope that is a really good teaser to bring it back, because it's only going to get more interesting. The second tier is where we really have to test our football knowledge of, do we trust this guy to make a 6-yard quarterback scramble? It's worth asking. But alas, we have a football game to talk about. And I think there are two guys that can really produce in this matchup tonight. They have great matchups. More than two, actually. But as terms of touches and can like break out, And it's funny because they are the lightning questions for tonight. So I do think big numbers could come out of them. If you're playing the draft... I should turn the show off. I just got a text about DraftKings Sportsbook. If you're playing in the Boom $1 Million Jackpot Contest... Yikes. That's the biggest yikes of my career. If you're playing a Boom $1 Million Jackpot, Christian Kirk and Emmanuel Sanders could have very big games. Christian Kirk is an outside receiver. The likes of Robbie Anderson, Robert Woods. And I don't know if you watched, those guys have been having pretty good games against the Rams the last couple against the Broncos the last couple weeks. Amari Cooper. I need your help, LOL. Bay Area, should I keep ranking these quarterbacks? Need my help with? What do you need my help with, baby? I'm out here. And I've been trying to call you. I've been trying to get on the phone with you. Let's look at these props. So, I love Emmanuel Sanders receiving yards and Christian Kirk receiving yards tonight. But I'm not sure exactly what the prop is set at. Manny Sanders is at 73.5. Kind of love it. Freeman or Booker? Oh, we're going Freeman tonight, baby. Look at this stat. There are 4 running backs who rank inside the top 10 in yards after contact per attempt, elusive rating, and yards created per carry. Saquon, Marshawn, Chris Carson. Saquon, Marshawn, Carson, and Freeman. I love that. I love that. Saquon, Marshawn, Carson, and Freeman. Top 10 in yards after contact per attempt, top 10 in elusive rating, and top 10 in yards created per carry. Saquon, Marshawn, Carson, and Freeman. I'm a big fan of that, man. I like Royce Freeman. Devontae Booker just isn't getting the workload. You know what I mean? I mean, we can go... We're looking at the Broncos schedule right now. This is last week. 9 carries for Freeman, 2 for Booker. Booker 2 catches. I scoff at thee. Against the Jets, Royce Freeman 5 carries. Devontae Booker 5 catches. Well, that's a game script. They were getting plowed. Against the Chiefs, this is a more realistic scenario for tonight because this is a game they were in a neutral situation and could run the ball late. Royce Freeman, 867 and a tote. That's more in line with what I think you'll see tonight. Devontae Booker, 1 catch, 9 yards. Booker had his nice game because the Broncos were getting obliterated and needed to pass themselves out of their situation. That's where Royce Freeman loses all his value. But if they can keep this game at neutral, which I believe they can because they will be able to run successfully, Royce Freeman's easily going to have a better night. Full PPR, it sucks. You're going to lose that upside. But he should score, and he should have a decent game. Him and Sanders are my top 2 targets on the Broncos tonight. Emmanuel Sanders over 73.5 is looking tasty. Christian Kirk should see something like 57. Yeah, that's cute. I could be very interested in that. David Johnson, total yards, 102.5 WPLQ. Not crazy about that. That's too many yards. Josh Rosen, passing yards. He hasn't thrown for 250 yards yet in his career. He's set at 228.5, not touching it. Do we have a game prop for sacks? I want sacks and field goals. Longest successful field goal, or I want total field goals. Total field goals second half? What? But not for game? So dumb. Did you talk about the kickers? What about him? I think McManus is a better option. I think so what I envision happening is the Broncos getting close, driving with their passing game, and then when the field shrinks, the Cardinals D can step up, sack Keenum, put him into 3rd and long situations. Brandon McManus, pooter. It's good. It's a good field for kickers too. I would like him way more than Dawson. Dawson's missed a few kicks. Do you guys know that during primetime football games, Al Michaels eats an entire meal, like during the second half? You don't know. He's more professional than I am. This game could go either way in terms of scoring, but I do think that the teams will be able to drive on each other because they've been so bad at giving up chunk plays, third down conversions, and running the ball. That's tough. My biggest issue with the Cardinals is this. This is the Cardinals NFLsavant.com page. It shows what they like to run and where they like to run it. As you can tell, they've been favoring the short right with Josh Rosen, even though they've been getting more deep left. They're doing really well throwing the ball down the field because that's what Josh Rosen is good at. They're minus 57 point differential on the season. But I'm looking for rushing. Rush direction. The Cardinals run 62% of their rushes right over center. This is disgusting. They've run over right tackle 3 times this season. I get it, you want to run to the left, but oh my gosh. 70 rushes straight up the middle for 3.3 yards per carry. How dare you try to pawn off your boom points? That's a media. Listen, that sandwich has nothing on it too. Did I mute myself? I did unmute. Okay. Sometimes I forget to unmute. Listen, there's nothing on that. That's just chicken. You just marinate it in Italian salad dressing and you cook it. It is the easiest thing you could possibly do. And that's why going out to eat every night is for stooges. Because you're paying for that. Idiots can do that. And you put it on bread. You get some onions. You get some honey mustard. I didn't do any of that. I didn't have time. The stream was having difficulties me getting it up because it was a busy day. Kind of tired. But got to get something going. This is the hour where I start to really think about how I'm going to die. My stomach's going to eat itself from the inside out. But yeah, no, I'm not going to trade you. How many boom coins you got? Bay Area, you probably got a shit ton of boom coins. It's a family show. Dead air. So yeah. So the Cardinals they purposely play the opposite. Think about the things we just said. How teams are too conservative. They run the ball too much. The Cardinals are old NFL. They don't do it right. I will give them this. They are letting their rookie throw the ball down the field, which is more than some teams are doing. But this graph should nauseate you. This offensive rush direction is just awful. And this is why it looks like this. All their yards are coming over the top, through the middle. Rush attempts by down. 28 times they've run the ball straight up the gut on first down. What the 27,600, not much. Oh my god. Yikes. I cannot tell you what to do with those, but I will tell you that I am working on ways for those to matter more. Because I want you to want them. Does that make sense? I don't want you to want to trade them for this. Like, this is not what I want you to want to strive to acquire. Mm-hmm. Let me ask you this, Bay Area kid. Hopefully you're still in the show. What do you want to do with your boom coins? What would you want to do with your boom coins? That's what I want to ask you. Talk to me. A, do you think that 27,000 boom coins is enough for something cool? And B, what would you like to do with them? If you don't know, boom coins let you enter free contests. If you are not sure, if you're in the chat and are r/out of the loop. I got a sticky chicken spot. I got to fix it. Let me know what you think I should do or you should do with those boom coins. Because I agree. They could be utilized better, but also, you know, I don't think that's a lot, 27,600. I think that we give a good amount of boom coins away. I would like to have cool stuff, more cool stuff. Trust me, we are working on so much cool stuff. Today, though, was not that day. Because today, Boom moved into a brand new office space. If you don't know, this is not a behemoth. This is not an empire. And that's why I want to make sure that when I talk about Boom, I let you know that you talk to me and I talk to Boom, and it is not a short line. It is not a long line. It goes right at the ladder, man. There's not that many people. You know? So it's imperative that you guys tell me everything you want. And you let me know how things are going and what you'd like to see more of. What you like, what you don't like. Your feedback is so invaluable. And Boom Coins is one of those things. But we're small. And that means we've been working out of a small space for the past few years in a shared space for growing companies. Not anymore, baby. Boom got their own office and their own doors today. And I 1,000,000% couldn't be prouder of the people I work with who've built this incredible product. And we're going to build this incredible community. And together we are going to be the next big ish. But man, it feels good to get those doors, to get your own desk, to get your own printer. Still sharing a bathroom. Ain't nothing wrong with that. I did have one job where I worked in an office that had their own bathroom, and it was one time I had to work by the bathroom, and it was all old ladies. It was the worst. It was all old ladies, and I sat in the cubicle. It was the only job I had that had legit cubicles. I was like, oh, this is that? Never again. I'm never... Oh my God, terrible. But I'll just never forget being so close to the stall, or the one little bathroom. You're like, this is a nightmare. My eyes open to the older women and what they're capable of. Horrible, horrible things. You're watching Boom Fantasy. You're watching the Rick Rosen Thursday Night Preview Show. It's the Josh Rosen Preview Show. Your boy is so out here. I can answer any fantasy questions you might have about Cardinals Broncos. That's a great thing about this game. This is like an NFL preview because there's not a lot of fantasy relevance in this matchup. You got Manny Sanders, you start him. You got one of the running backs, you stress. You got David Johnson, you complain. And that's pretty much it for the fantasy relevance of this game. It's really about dat gambling. And as far as dat gambling is concerned, I'm not really sure if I'm going to take a side in this one. I have seen a few bets in the Betosphere on the Broncos team total under. I do tell you I kind of like that. What is the team total for both teams? How about that? Home team total points is 20.5 both ways. How about that? Let Boom Coins equal VIP points. I'm not asking for a Porsche, but I'll settle for an American car. That's beautiful. I don't need a Porsche, but I'll set. Listen, I'm not asking for much. Economy size American car. I love, man, Bay Area. Where you at all the time? That is hilarious. I'll talk to people. I'll see if we can get you like an 18th month lease. Would that work? 18th month lease on a like '02 Buick. Are we getting somewhere here? For 60,000 Boom Coins? I would like to do a contest where we give away a car, but it's a certified pre-owned 2006 Toyota Sonata or Hyundai Sonata or something. That's always been a contest that I want to do, where I give away I'm giving you a car, but it is a used, it's got like 95,000 miles on it. Like, people need a car. There are people with no car that entering that competition for a car could change their life. But I want to give away something that like doesn't have, I don't want to give away the best thing. I just think it's funny. I don't know. Have you ever seen, this is a contest I try to do in college where you give away a car and you pay money to enter the contest, to try one time. And what you do is you fill a kiddie pool. You fill a kiddie pool with canned chicken soup and car keys, right? And people pay to have the chance to grab a key. They pull a key out and they try to put it in the car. And if it gets in the car, you win. So it's like $20 to enter, right? And they got to walk through the chicken soup. It's like, chicken soup. But then there's like 300 car keys and they just got to pick it up. I wonder how many car keys you'd have to put in there to make it tough. I would just put the key on the outskirts, right? Because if you're in the pool, you're going to pull from the middle, right? I don't know. I guess what I would do is do a big show of dropping the right key into the pool and then stir it with a big pizza paddle, but that wouldn't be the key. So people wouldn't be doing like a Monty, right? That would be something else. But I also would kind of want to know where the key was as a contest guy so I could sweat a little bit if someone grabbed the right quadrant of the kiddie pool. Am I overthinking this? I've thought about this a decent amount. More than I probably should, and definitely more than you have, viewer at home. But that would be for a new car. I feel like dealerships in the Midwest have done this. The key, it's like a key contest. Whatever. I'm a loser. Because I need a car. I'm moving to Sacramento in January. I'm in San Francisco. You don't need one here in the Bay. So I've heard. You're moving to Sacktown. First of all, sorry you have to deal with the Kings. Second of all, I hear it's very beautiful. So congratulations on moving to the Sac. How far is that? Let's Google that. San Fran. to Sacramento. 2 hours and 43 minutes. That's a long Uber, Bay Area kid. I also would like a car. So let's get popping on this 2002 Buick. I think it's a good idea. Look, I doxed Shawnee Mac. Not Shawnee, Bay Area kid. Everyone knows where he's from now. Oh, you're going even more north. I'm going to tell you something that is embarrassing. I have such little understanding of the geography of California. It is massive. And I know there's like a bunch of big cities, but there's also big-ish cities that people don't talk about. Like Lake Tahoe, Fresno, and then you got like the southern stuff, right? Then there's like Ventura all the way down, and Santa Barbara, like that shit's all the way down at the bottom. And then that's not even down at the bottom. That's like bottom-ish. And then LA, like LA, San Diego, that's in the same state, but it's really not on the same planet, you know? But I hope you get a car. I'm going to try to get you a car with Boom Coins. I'll tell you what, I'm going to pitch it. I'm going to pitch it to the CEO. I'll take it right to the top of the company for Bay Area Kid 87. But you and I also need to have a phone call. If you're a top Boom user, if you love Boom, you need to email me, rick@boomfantasy.com. I want to talk to you. I want to make this place the best it can be. You know, you came here more than once. You see something in us. We see something in you, and we want to maximize it. We're trying to go, but we're not trying to like lose the plot in the process. We're going to make this thing the best it can be. And that means I need to talk to you and figure out what you want. Like Boom Coins and cars. That is legitimately helpful. So yeah, we have a new office tonight, and it's gorgeous. And, Facebook had to move out, get a bigger office. Google had to move out, Apple. I'm just saying. They all did. I'm not comparing at all. I'm just saying facts. They were in small offices, and they needed to move out and get a bigger office. Those things are all true. Let me know how you feel about these Boom contests tonight. I think, honestly, the contests are pretty reasonably easy, but Keenum, Rosen, passing yards, passing yards I usually find to be one of the easiest questions, I have been struggling with in my mind because of Rosen's just inability to hit 250 yards so far this season, but Keenum's going to be under so much pressure. The thing about the Cardinals is they're doing it with the front four. So important. So important in this league. Mega Bus was $5 each way. How does that even work out well for them? $5 each way? How does that... I mean, I guess that's how you fix the homeless problem, right? You make it $5 to go 3 hours in another direction. Yo, that is crazy. That is so cheap to go so far. Especially considering, like San Francisco is the most expensive cost of living city in the country right now. San Francisco is more expensive to live in than New York City, which feels crazy. And then I've seen my friend's place in San Fran, my friend who works for LinkedIn. I've seen where he lives, and it's dope. Super dope. Super expensive. Never once. We're out here for another half hour, y'all. Thursday Night Football. LeBron debut tonight. AO for family show. Dodgers baseball game, not Dodgers. Red Sox game starts in a minute. What do we think about betting tonight, guys? I'm going to take the over in the baseball game. I think I'm going to tease. I'm not a teaser guy, but I think I'm going to tease the Cardinals with the under. How do we feel about under 52.5? I feel like the under can be sketchy. There's no way that any of these teams' games have gone for 52. Broncos game, 51. 39, 50, 41. Even Broncos Jets finished off at 50. That's hilarious, actually. These teams played each other in the preseason. Holler. Regular season Cardinals 30, 34, 37, 30, 46, and 44. So that feels pretty safe. I don't think these teams have it in them to play a barn burner. That's why the team total feels secure for both teams. That's why field goals feel secure, because I just think points are at a premium, so we'll get kicks. I mean, give me the tees. Cardinals plus 11, under 52.5, and then I get my pick of the litter with a 10 points. I can take the Bills plus 17.5. I actually kind of love that with Derek Anderson. Love it. I could take the Chiefs plus 4 home to Cincinnati in primetime. I could take the Rams plus a half point against the Niners. That game's going to have a ton of points. Yeah, I love that. That's my bet for tonight. Teasing it. Listen, this was no teasers 2018, and we have failed. That's all I'll say about that. But, you know, it hasn't been when I first started sports betting, teasers were too much. I had too many 10-point teasers out because 10 points is awesome in your head, because that's what they blind you with. They blind you with the 10. And when you're blinded by the 10, you don't see the 3. And if you don't see the 3, that's where you get got. Idea. So how about we get to pick the players from 3 to 5 players for the lightning round? Wow, that is pretty interesting. Definitely increases the variable. But how would you do that for baseball, Bay Area kid? Because in baseball, the number is strikeouts. You know what I mean? Listen, it's going to be hard to pick an exact number either way. But the most important thing is we're not going to give you $1 million. And I don't want to hear that this isn't winnable, because we've given out 4 jackpots in 5 days. Like, they can't recoup. The mighty dollar isn't resetting, which is so funny because the Cinco is 99 cents and $800, but people just keep banging on that turn 1 into 100. It's such a good deal. Winning the mighty dollar can be legitimately easy night to night. But in baseball, it becomes a much tougher situation. You feel me, dog? I'm going to go first quarter under, I think. And look at some player props. Game props. I need to put in baseball stuff. And I might take the Blazers. Give me more ideas. And why can you guys have the spread and or the over under as a question in the contest? That's not so bad. The spread as a question, I'm not sure. I'm going to be perfectly honest, that sounds a little bit illegal. That sounds a little too sports betting-y for fantasy sports, because it doesn't involve player performance. I would say maybe if we could do team total, like total points, but for like team totals, but because that doesn't make it like a game bet. You understand? I think there's a legality stuff with spreads and over-unders that's like a separate section of the bylaws, you know? But I'm going to 100% pitch that one. Bury your kid. What about this one that I pitched? What about a jackpot, right? Where the first time you play, it's a jackpot contest, right? But all the questions are lightnings, right? And the first day you play, your range for all of them is 1. But if you play 2 days in a row, your range is 2, right? So if you play 10 days in a row, you have a really freaking good shot of winning the contest. But you got to play 10 days in a row. And you still might lose the contest. You know what I mean? It's all lightnings. So it would be like a basketball game, be like multiple scoring outputs. I mean, you play a game 15 games in a row, you're probably going to win it. You get your massive range. What if it was every 2? Or what if it was tiers? I don't know. But that's my best guess for that, Bay Area. Listen, I need to talk to you, and I want all of these ideas and then some. I want you creating. The more time that we spend talking together about the games, the better the games get. That's why I think it's important that we have a chat room I'm working on. That's why I think it's important that we have things to read in the app, right? Speaking of things to read, holy shit. Stop. Look at me. Bring it in. Bring it in. That was my phone. If you haven't seen this Aaron Hernandez story, the Boston Globe is doing a deep dive on the Aaron Hernandez story. And if you haven't read the articles or listened to the podcast, it's called Gladiator, you need to get on that. You need to watch the game on mute and focus on this. The things that the Boston Globe is revealing about Aaron Hernandez's life and background and relationship with the Patriots is insane. The Patriots had no idea what they were getting into, first of all, which is crazy. Aaron Hernandez came from a broken home, was abused regularly, had an affair in high school with his quarterback, went to college basically from the streets, had no structure, and then went to college, then got drafted, then was immediately successful. Thought respect was earned by guns, loved having guns, so much that there are possible reports of the Patriots being involved in the acquisition of what can be described as a flop house, a place where Hernandez could store his drugs and guns. Multiple run-ins with police before the murder. And again, the Patriots didn't cut Hernandez until he was in custody for a double murder that day. There's stories where Brady's kicking him out of practice because he's calling Belichick daddy. You need to read this thing. It is insane. You need to be a part of it. If this were, and here's my issue, ESPN is in Connecticut, and Aaron Hernandez is literally from Bristol, Connecticut. And if this guy were on the Saints, we might be talking about this every single day. This is crazy. But it's the Patriots, so I'm pretty sure it's getting brushed. That crafty craft. That craft's a real crafter. So let me know all your questions, but for the love of Jeebs, listen to that podcast. Holy man. It's a podcast that's being released slower than the articles. The articles are coming out, but the articles are like 3 episodes ahead of the podcast, I think. So you got to get down. I can't believe you got that $5 Megabus, dude. I'm still thinking about that. I'm still thinking about how I pay $9 to get from where I live into New York, 40-minute ride, and you pay $5 to go 3 hours. That's borderline criminal. I got tolls and bridges. But the whole bus is taking it, so why does everyone have to pay more? Everyone could pay like $6. That Megabus makes me concerned about how buses work. Like, if that's how, I clearly don't understand how buses work. If A mega bus from San Fran to Sacramento costs $5. I feel like I'm being duped by my local bus industry. Big Bus is out to get me. This spread is down to 1. It was 2 this morning. That's fascinating. A lot of public steam coming in on the Cardinals. Let me check pregame and see where the money is coming in. Let me know anything you want to do with the app, man. This is ours. This is our baby. You and me. We had a baby, baby. Pregame.com. Connect before you bet. I hate this site. Deus loves this site, Lamb Show. I'm not a fan. Because they're selling me picks at the same time. There's a lot of paywall stuff. 69% of tickets are on the Broncos. 58% of cash. Come on, baby. More money on the Cardinals. The sharps on the Cardinals. We are sharp. We are a sharp better. Hey, Trey is in the chat. I didn't even see him this week. Good luck. Pick 2, full PPR. Julian Edelman, Emmanuel Sanders, or Golden Tate. I'm going to sneeze to that one. Oh, God. What great timing for me to notice this question. Sorry for not seeing you, Trey. We're streaming live in the Boom Fantasy app. That's where we live. And we're trying not to, we just like make sure you want to watch in the app. But I love you regardless. I love you to pieces. I think Edelman's back. Since Edelman's back, the Patriots have ran right back to the 11 formation that was so successful for them last year. 1 back, 3 receivers. It's what the Rams run on 90% of snaps. And I think Manny Sanders is going to have a really good matchup. So I like Edelman. The Bears looked tired last week. They got gassed. They got overheated. I need to finish my project. It's due in 2 hours, LOL. What's your email again? So Golden Tate's been crushing, but he also splits. He doesn't have a high target volume. I'm not sure with this Edelman Golden Tate because I like Golden Tate and I'm traditionally down on Julian Edelman. And but the Patriots like to throw the ball. Go with Tate. Tate's got a much better chance of getting 102 touchdowns. Really, that's what we're looking for, right? We're trying to get 100 yards and 2 touchdowns out of our big players. If you were to say, Rick, who's going to get 100 yards and 2 touchdowns? Julian Edelman, Emmanuel Sanders, or Golden Tate? I would say I see that road for Sanders and Tate. I don't for Edelman. So I hope that methodology helped you answer the question, Trey. Get on in that Boom app, and I will see you there. Posted my email so you can get down. Hey, good luck with your project, Bay Area. Thanks for hanging out. Email me. We'll talk this weekend or something. Let's talk about Boom. And if anybody else is watching and wants to get at my Boom, get that email. Get down with the Boom box. Send a deposit screenshot so you can enter to win a signed jersey from Pristine Auctions as well as Boom swag. Hey, Trey. Thanks, man. Really appreciate it. You're the best. And thanks for hanging with this little community that we're building. Not to mention the advice is killer. Hey, check this out. All day, baby. All day, baby. Franchise cornerstone. I keep the tags on in case he loses. In case he tears an ACL, I got to be able to return this thing. It's really tough out here. Have a great night, Bay Area. And make sure y'all send me that email. That is hilarious. I'll cut the tags. Whatever. Let's go back to the fastest quarterback in the NFL because the getting was good, right? Where we last left off, we had our top 12 clearly established. Russell Wilson, Cam Newton, Blake Bortles, Mitchell Trubisky, Andrew Luck, Carson Wentz, Dak Prescott, Aaron Rodgers, Deshaun Watson, Case Keenum, Alex Smith, Baker Mayfield. Where we go next is a little bit dicey. I'm inclined to go Mahomes. Youthful exuberance, willingness to run, yards by the bundle. Then I think I want to go Goff. I think it's time to go Goff. Underrated speed. We got to get Stafford out of the way. Oh my god. This segment creates a lot of dead air as I just like try to maneuver this clip art. Ugh. Mahomes goes back in his spot. The criteria here is 3rd and 6, the coverage breaks down. Quarterback runs up the middle. Who's getting the 6 yards fastest? That's the race. It's game speed. It's under pressure. It's stakes. Did somebody say steak? What? I'm sorry. I just saw a tweet that blew my freaking mind. Adam Vinatieri played in the same game as Herschel Walker. What? 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 Adam Vinatieri played in the same game as Herschel Walker. Yo, he's so old. He's so old. That's amazing. I like Stafford here, but Andy Dalton's got wheels. I got Andy Dalton twice. Yikes. Darnold can scoot. Matt Ryan, underrated. JK, slow as shit. CJ Beathard might be next. I think I'm going to go Beathard, Stafford, Cousins here. Beathard for sure. This is a disaster. This segment went so much better in my head. I just think I need to make that clear. Oh my God. It can't even see this. Sorry. So good. Okay. Back to action. Beathard goes up. Beathard, Stafford, and Cousins. Trump's tweeting. Yeah. That looks good. Beathard, Stafford, and Cousins. Got Darnold over here. I feel like Darnold's the young guy that we're not respecting. I haven't seen him run. I don't think I've seen him run once. Yeah, we like this. Oh, I can literally move like this? Yeah, that would have been really good help to me 10 minutes ago. Really good. Dalton, Osweiler, Mariota. I feel like this not having Mariota in the first column is respectful enough, but having him where he is like soups disrespectful. But he's hurt, so I want to put him, lower. Here we go. We got 9 minutes to finish this off. Jesus. I don't know what to do here. I got Brady, Breeze, Rivers, Roethlisberger, Winston, Flacco, Dalton, Osweiler, Ryan. And Brady twice. Yikes. Huh. This is where men from the boys separate, huh? I like Breeze here. I'm going to go Osweiler. If Tannehill were active, he would be probably in the first 12. That's facts. But I got to get these slow guys straightened out here. Winston is deceptively slow. I don't want to hear about Winston as a mobile quarterback. It's hogwash. He's deceptively ass. Okay, Pumpkin? Family show. Flacco, Dalton, Ryan. These are the slowest quarterbacks in football. Winston, Flacco, Dalton, Ryan, Breeze, Roethlisberger, Manning, Rivers, and Brady. That's the nuts as far as cement, the all cement team. Why is my phone updating? That's a waste. There go my plans for the night. I'm going to put Roethlisberger next, and then I'm going to put Flacco next. I think Flacco would beat Dalton in a foot race based on length, like gait, length of stride. Scoot him in there. There we go. We got Jameis selected after. Goddamn. That only took 9 hours. All right. Here we go. Our slowest 5. Brady, Rivers, Manning, Breeze, Jameis, and Matt Ryan. I mean, I think the obvious choice is Breeze, right? His name is Breeze. He's got to be a runner. Then I think I'm going to go Rivers. Rivers is lit. Then give me Matty Ice. Wow, I can't believe how far down I put Jameis. That is mad disrespectful. Right? This is going to finish it off. Because Eli's got to be last, right? Let's put Eli way down for comedic effect. Matt Ryan, then Jameis, then Brady. We'll do this. There it is. It's literal art, honestly. If you haven't seen this, they put this in the Louvre, baby. Not the front, but still the Louvre. Come on. That's all of them. I'm a big fan of my work. Taking the Cardinals. I like under 7.5 first half. I think 10 is in play, but, you know. Total field goals made, 3.5. I'm not going to take that. Sacks, 5.5. I am going to take. Manny Sanders, 69.5 yards. Is that better than FanDuel? Yeah. Man, they have 73. So give me that over. That seems like a broken line to me. McManus total points, 7.5. That I like. That means that the Broncos are going to score, kick field goals. I'm okay with that. McManus, 7.5 points, I like. And Kirk receiving yards is at 55. Yeah, it's close. I mean, I like Christian Kirk, but I think this is going to be a big David Johnson combined night. And they don't have David Johnson combined because why would they have the best thing to play on the night? Rosen longest completion is really interesting. I wonder if in their game log I can get that. Josh Rosen has a pro ref because there's an NFL quarterback with the same last name as me. Is there a longest? There's usually, remember that used to be a thing? Long in all the stats. Nope. Nope. Is there a better one? Advanced? Nope. Nope. It's only rushing, huh? Long pass. 75, baby. We love that. Game log. Just give me the game log. Maybe it's in the game log. Passing. Nope. Just yards after. Damn. He had a yard per attempt of below, no, an adjusted yards per attempt. That means his receivers were not doing good. He had a bad game against Chicago. Oh, he came in on the 2-minute drill, 4 for 7. I hated Steve Wilkes for doing that. What am I doing here? Look at these passer ratings. Oh my God. This completion percentage. Oh my God. If you buy half a point, the Cardinals, they covered. My goodness. He took 4 sacks though. And now he's got to deal with Von Miller. I'm totally fine with that sack prop. Then I want over. Do I want over 8? Nah, I think I'm just gonna take. I'm gonna take the Astros. Verlander door shutter, extraordinaire. And I want to take the Blazers. Oh, that's at 1041. Imagine taking minus points against LeBron. Yikes. All right. That's enough betting. That's enough betting, Rick, you stooge. That's fine by me. That's enough action. Do I need more action? No. Do I want more action? Always. Those are my picks for tonight. I gotta log off at 8 because I have to make sure my fantasy lineups are set, and I need you to go in there and get some boom contests filled out. Hit that $2 progressive jackpot. Super Cinco is 99 cents to win over $800. That's bonkers. Your boy is out here. It's been real chilling with you. Let's chill for another 5 minutes. What's 5 minutes going to do? I got fantasy lineups to set. Y'all are out here. LeBron's first game. Let me know how you think it's going to go. The Blazers are a very good team. But it's just going to be interesting watching LeBron because the Lakers aren't a team full of shooters. Like, I think they're going to have to play more slash and kick, a little bit more conventional offense. They're not going to be able to do the Warriors thing, you know? So it'll be interesting to see how they operate. And this game will hopefully be over by now. So, you know, take that to the bank. 10:30, no football. We can watch LeBron. Or it'll be the 7th inning of a David Price collapse. You never know. Let's eat a sandwich. We got some content today. I hope you enjoyed that. If you missed it earlier, we went through all the things you can't say. All the things that you can't put on an NFL jersey. It's a lot. I love you guys.